Welcome everybody to Everybody Love Juju. Let me start over. Welcome everybody to Everybody Love Juju 1-2 Talk Soups. I'm your host, Juju. And today I have joining me someone I've been following now almost a year, probably a year for sure. And I've always liked your takes, Mike. And I want to just bring you up. And finally, after almost a year and a half, us kind of like going back and forth, I get a chance to be honored with you being here. How's your day?
Thank you for having me. It's going good so far. Hoping today goes even better.
Yeah. So this is something new for me in terms of like really having a co-host, and I would have to say you're my first. And
okay,
always
same. Likewise, I haven't really collabed with anybody yet.
Yeah. So I'm looking forward to it because I come with the takes that I have, and then you do. I give a little bit of stats sometimes, little analytics, but you get down, and you're a Trojan fan, so that I appreciate that. But you're also, I say, an unbiased lover of the women's game. So, and in general, like myself, like I can appreciate teams, just hoops in general. It doesn't really matter. Like people find it strange that I was I don't know why, because it's not my alma mater, but I rooted for UCLA back in the day. I rooted for mainly like USC upon Cheryl's arrival and my arrival to the SoCal. So when I anything West Coast, I'm gonna cheer, but I could also appreciate teams across the country, obviously. So let me start off by telling everybody hello to everybody. Hit that like button, everybody. Thank you. What's up, Brazil? I'm glad you guys. What's up, B Will? Trojan fan. I don't hold that against anyone. Thanks. I'm glad you guys don't. But yeah, so my day's been pretty mild, pretty cool. I'm excited just to get started with. We're kind of like in the thick of things in the Big Ten and the big conference. So
especially now that Kennedy's back, we can
now that Kennedy's back
on even ground.
Yes. I feel like we're on even ground, exactly. And speaking of Kennedy, let me give a shout out to my girl, my play niece. Happy birthday to you, Ken Dog. Ken Dog is 20 years old.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
I had to make a special little Ken Dog fan club logo just for her birthday.
Check it out.
Step out here. You like it?
You made that. That's tight. I like that. See, I need that little sticker. Yeah. Okay. Good. Yeah. Let's go. And speaking of Ken Dog, with her on the court, if I knew, and maybe you might know, how she affects the Trojans as the glue gal, someone said on Twitter, glue gal. Yeah. And I always call her the glue because on both ends of the court, I've noticed Ken this year being such a great leader, facilitator. And as she said, she wasn't very, she was a freshman last year. You know what I mean? She was
even last year, you could see it coming later in the season.
You could see it coming.
Against K-State, where she was just staring Serena Sundell in her eyes like that and locking her up full court. You can see it coming in. So, yeah, she's a tone setter for sure.
And when we would play UCLA, this is her and Kiki's face.
Like, girl, going with that nice stuff. This is she's LA to the heart. I love it.
Well, before I drop the link, Mike and I are going to talk together and give a sort of a pregame analysis breakdown of our chances and hopes against Michigan State. And I'm gonna let him go first before we'll read your comments. We'll stop and do that, but we'll also later on, if someone wants to come up, that usually comes up. Jacob, you can come later, but right now we're just gonna focus and get through this. And I want to start off. Have you been thinking about this game?
Yes, a lot. Trying to focus on this game and not think about Michigan at all.
Yeah, that's what I had to do.
I'm gonna be real. Like I've had thoughts about Michigan State all season, so I'm not just saying this stuff because you say USC is playing them. I always felt like they were a little bit overranked. Not because they're not good, but just because ever since the Big Ten season started, like they faced some good teams, Illinois, and they've beaten them, Oregon, but honestly, they have the same deficiencies that we have inside presence. Like they're not really good inside at all. They don't have rim protection or they don't have inside scoring at all. So those one-dimensional teams, they thrive on press. They thrive on making you turn the ball over. But if you don't, they can't really stop you. It's kind of like we saw with Hannah Hidalgo. Right? She has good defense on the press, but once you get down court, AZ and them, they were easily just scoring over. It's kind of the same thing with Michigan State's whole team.
Well, I got a question for you. I took a look at their lineup. No one's shorter than 5'8".
Yeah, and no one's taller than 6'3". So they have like tall guards and not really tall, so much of a tall front court. So yeah, that might be an issue for the Malias and the Londons of the world, but for our big finishers like Viv, like Jazzy, they should find success easily inside. We'll see.
And as we know, we don't always know how Coach Gottlieb is who she's going to start. It's a matchup thing with her. Right. I think an athletic Viv and Laura, they're similar. They're kind of similar. They bring different things, I think, but just slightly. But their star player, Grace Van Sluten, pretty really solid.
She's really good, yeah.
She's really good. She's
really dependable. Good. Like not a lot of up and down. You can count on her for her 17 or whatever it is that she averages.
Yeah, you're close. So let me see. I took a little notes here. Let's see. Like I said, you 15. Said it.
She's at 15 this year.
6'3" to 6'3". You're right about that. Grace Van Sluten is a forward. She's a 6'3" senior. She averages 15. Shows up 15. Today 15.1. So you're right. 6.1 rebounds, 1.7 assists. Her field goal percentage is 51.7. Next, what I will say though, that team has 5 players who average double digits with one just right on the edge, 9.6.
Yeah, and I was gonna get to that because Kennedy Blair, she's underrated. In my opinion, she's more the problem that we have to worry about because of the way she plays is so over the court. We know where Grace Van Sluten is going to do her scoring at inside for the most part, within 10 to 15 feet. But Kennedy's a little more dynamic.
And she gets 7 boards. She also has 5.6 rebounds, 3.8 assists, 2.7 steals. That's pretty round numbers right there. That's that's number I think she's number 14. She's a leader in rebounds and assists. And you're right. Yeah, I think that Blair would be the next. It's sort of funny, kind of similar to us a little bit. And then they have a guard, 12.8, 3.6 and rebounds, she goes in rebounds, okay. 3.8.
Well, that's the funny thing about Blair. She's actually leading them in rebounds right now with 7 a game. She's a guard. 5'9". She's a guard too. Yeah. So leading them in rebounds at 5'9", that just shows you how active she is.
Yeah.
I said she's all over the court.
She's all over the court. Yeah. Halleck, another player, is a guard, 10.6. So
she's out right now. She's 1, 2, 3. Kennedy Blair is playing in her place. She was out earlier this season. She was a senior, and that's why I thought they would take a step back. But Kennedy stepped right on up. But Halleck is out, I think, for this game.
Halleck is out?
Yeah.
Okay, so what do they do? Are they like us where they have just guards and forwards with no center?
Yep.
Wow. But the only thing that when I watched the game against Illinois a bit, and they had a really close game against Iowa. Very close game. I think they lost by 8. They, in my opinion, I think we're faster.
Yeah.
If you really think about like Jazz can run and sprint the floor, of course, London, Malia, also our bigs, Viv, Laura. We get up and down quicker.
I'm sorry.
Kara. I'm sorry,
the
Kara.
Athletic advantage. Oh yeah, Kara for sure. Yeah, we have that for sure. The athletic advantage, the speed,
Yeah.
across the board, we have that.
Yeah.
Although Rashonda Jones, she is really
Yeah.
fast, and Kennedy Blair
Yeah.
can be sneaky fast, but we have it all across the board, though.
But they're 17-2, so there's confidence there. They've already played teams we haven't played, but they also play teams that we have played.
Yeah.
Last year, I think we got them by like 20 or something like that, right?
It wasn't too close. It was a tough game, but it wasn't too close.
In the beginning, kind of like in the beginning, and then we bust, that was a big game for, if I'm not mistaken, Kiki. Kiki had a double, big, huge game, like 24 point 12 rebounds, something like to that effect.
Yeah.
With Kiki. So Kiki liked what she was going up against inside. So in this, listen, we have opportunity on the road. And as you said, before jumping ahead to Michigan, we're speaking on just Michigan State. Beating Michigan State would be step one in the moment of changing the trajectory of this team.
I feel the same way. Big game, for sure.
Okay.
And probably our best chance on the road. If we're looking to split, and I hear everybody saying that a split will be good, this is probably the best chance to get that win. You want to go into Michigan with that one in your back pocket already. Because
I want to go into Michigan with this in our back pocket. I want to keep the momentum that we had against Purdue building. I wouldn't even say just Purdue, but of course I'm saying that because Kennedy returned. I'm saying I like to play since back up with Maryland.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even mind liking to play, with the games that we had dropped. I like to play what we had going on just in time for Kennedy to join.
Right, because you see Kara starting to come along, see Jazzy getting more comfortable and not pressing so much. Yeah, I like how they're coming along too. Like you said, it's still questionable how we're going to see the front court be played. So we don't really know if Lindsay's going to actually give Viv the minutes, but if she does, she has a speed advantage on Grace all day long. If she can just go and we can find her on those verts, she should get a few easy baskets, and that'll help her.
Nice to have you, Bazil said, Mike. What's up, Pharaoh? B. Will agrees that Van Sloot is the inside scorer. She's solid. Yeah. Chicago, this team has already shown that they can beat some really good teams like the Rebels on a neutral. Oh, they beat Ole Miss.
Mm-hmm.
It was on a neutral site, I believe. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, Michigan State, that was pretty huge. They put up a lot of points. So Chicago feels like I felt we could have a better transition game, but Chicago was saying that they put up a lot of points in transition.
Yeah, they do, because they turn you over a lot. So as long as we take care of that ball, then we'll be okay. If not, then, it could go their way. Like, I'm definitely not saying that we're favored in this game. I just feel like this is the one we have a better chance of the two between them and Michigan of winning.
Mm-hmm. They average themselves 12.1 turnovers. I think we're right around that as well. If you're pushing to turn us over, that's why we're similar. And a lot of even though they're 17-2, this is sort of the record. Like the losses that I think legitimately that we should have had were South Carolina, UConn, and UCLA.
Yeah.
Trying to think. Everybody else was a winnable game. Notre
Dame shouldn't have happened. Yeah, I agree with you.
Okay, so we have similar, and I think that I'm pretty sure we played more power ranked teams than they have.
A lot more. And that's why I was questioning them earlier in the season, because they were playing like Mercyhurst Lakers and stuff while we were taking our losses. And I'm like, I don't know about that, Michigan State. I have posted some thoughts on threads about that. But yeah.
And I think that's what's going to make the difference with our Trojans is that the girls that are new on the floor and new to the team, maybe except for Kiera in London, they faced top teams in the nation. But the rest of them, I'm glad they went through the fire so that when they do play teams in the Big Ten, they're not as intimidating. They'll
at all.
realize that, yeah,
So you
they'll
kind of do that.
realize you have the ability to stay with these teams. We have the ability more so than anyone wants to talk about. I'm happy that most socials aren't because we're not in the top 25. You won't
Right,
hear.
kind of under the radar right now.
We're kind of under the radar, and I
Where they need
appreciate
to
that
be.
right now.
Yeah, just let them grow in peace right now. My thing was the first time they actually faced a good team, it was Wisconsin, and they're not even that good of a team, and they lost. Then they kind of got it together once the Big Ten season started, but they were close games. You know, they fought Oregon to a really tough game. So did we without Kennedy, you know. So I'm feeling like if we can play them that well without Ken, then we can definitely we can get that win against Michigan State. Their games against Illinois. Now, Illinois is a tough team defensively, too. So I can't really fault them for fighting them close. Barry Wallace, she's tough. But it just didn't really give me any kind of fear when I watched them play. And then obviously the Iowa, they're probably a better team than us right now. They're in the top 10, but still, what I saw them do inside and then saw Chit Chat able to do, they have nothing for us on the guard side at all.
See, that's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. I know that Jaylen Brown, we will mention, if I'm not, Jaylen Brown is one of the guards, isn't she?
Yeah, 6'1", nice guard, or 6 foot even. Not so defensive.
Is she like off guard or forward? Or something?
Off guard, like an ISO player, good scorer.
Cool. Because either way, Ken 6'1", Jazzy about 6'2". What?
And physically, Ken is a lot stronger than Jaylen.
Yeah, and she'll stay with her if that's who she's going to guard. Yeah. So it's a game where it would be a good win for their program. It's a program win to beat us, regardless of who's missing and who we don't have or whatever the case is. This is going to be a big win for their program. So they're going to come out seeking vengeance, and we're gonna put up a great fight. I think the girls, from looking at them and seeing them get this win and seeing how they, just seeing Coach G and everybody when I last saw them, I mean, they're just in a good headspace, regardless of. I feel like they know something we don't.
Yeah,
if that makes sense. Like, she hasn't shown everything. She hasn't shown the conference, what she has up her sleeve. So when you say change trajectory, what does that mean? What do you see as a ceiling for the USC team? I'm speaking of change the trajectory from 3 straight losses to a win streak of 1 to a win streak of 2. Getting back. If you really look at the Trojans without Juju this year, our ceiling is compared, and then I'm speaking, just focus on the Big Ten Conference. We're not speaking outside of that. Speaking inside of the Big Ten Conference, there's no reason our ceiling could not be in where it was predicted to be in the top 4 as compared to 12. We're in the 12th spot.
Yeah.
Our ceiling's got to be higher than that, to where as we get better and better and better come March and we play in the Big Ten Conference, I want to be in the finals. That's crazy, right? I know. That's crazy. What do you got to play 3 games? I want to win the first, and then I want to battle in that second one, that semi that actually puts you over the edge into facing UCLA or what I might say Michigan.
Yeah.
What's up, Nippy?
Right now we're a game behind Wisconsin, Washington. They're 4-3. We're 3-4. So at least we can get above Minnesota, Nebraska, Wisconsin, and Washington in the Big Ten. That's the start. And then see what we can do about getting in the mix with Maryland and Michigan State after that. But
yeah,
to me, that's
we got a lot. We got it with the team that we have. I mean, London with Kiera averaging 24, then pretty much 25 points.
Keep it up, Kara. Keep it up. Yeah.
Keep it up. If you're gonna average that in the last 4 games, and you carry that thought process of 25 and 7 boards, and then you bring Ken into the mix and you bring Jazzy into the mix. Jazzy pretty much stays around. What is she like? 15, 14?
16, I think.
16?
Is she going down?
That's
16 a game.
16 a game. That's even better.
Yeah.
Now, what we need is one more. I think Kennedy averages 10. I need another in a group to get some points. But also, our defense is special. Our defense has always been special. And so when we need to activate it, we activate it, y'all. That's all. That's what I mean. Yeah, call exactly my assessment of Jalen. What did you repeat what you said about Jalen for the group? Jalen Brown.
Me?
Mm-hmm.
Just as far as she's an ISO scorer, really good off the dribble. She does that skip dribble a lot. She spams that skip dribble. Like she uses it to either take that first step or do a snatch back. But I think she's gonna time it. She's gonna poke it loose at least once because she does it a lot. And
so that's probably who we need to have on her.
And she has a slim frame, so we can bully her a little bit if we can. But I don't know. I think Kennedy Blair might be the most dynamic option, so we might have to use Kennedy that way and just have her overwhelm her with that size since she's only 5'9". I don't know how they're gonna play it, honestly. We'll see.
B. Will says I think that the matchup will be on Jalen against Jazzy. So you think Jalen will guard Jazzy, not Jazzy guard Jalen?
No, I don't think Jazzy guard Jalen. I don't think so.
No, we don't want to waste her legs on that. Unless he's saying Jalen will guard Jazzy. Like who?
Just because if they're going with Malia, Kara, and Kennedy, then Jazzy's probably gonna guard one of the taller players, which is either Grace Van Sluten or the 6'3" Sotelo girl who doesn't really score a lot. So she'll probably end up being whoever starts at the 5. So I'm thinking that Jazzy will play. I don't know if you put her on Grace though. She's too big. She can definitely hold Sotelo. Sotelo's really slim too, even though she's 6'3". They're center.
Okay.
Very slim.
So, I think Jalen was the only one that attacked the rim that I noticed. That will go downhill, right? It'll come up, dribble off the dribble handoff.
Kennedy will get to the rim if you sleep on her. Kennedy Blair, she will get all the way there. That's why I say Kennedy, she looks like she's just gonna kind of pull up for a little mid-range, and then she does some slick stuff. She'll do a Britt Prince type move, Britt Prince type move on you. You're like, okay, wait a minute. She caught me slipping, so don't slip. She's a little bit nastier than what she looks, so she can get to the rim all the way.
Nebraska plays Wisconsin. Minnesota plays Oregon. Washington plays Penn State.
It's a big day for the Big Ten altogether. So we need some of these teams to take some losses along with.
And that's what exactly. And so when it's not even all about us going through and having to win every game. It's about the fact that there are other teams that are going to get dropped by one another that kind of helps propel us and gives us an opportunity back to where I believe that we should be. That's my thoughts. I think ESPN has predicted us to lose.
Yeah, 34% chance to win according to them,
which is pretty bad. I wonder I'm thinking like, wow, you only have us at 34% to win.
Yeah.
Wow. And I think someone mentioned now winning against Ole Miss. I'm not sure if that was earlier in the season.
It wasn't that long ago, but it was about 9 games ago.
9 games ago, 17 by 17. And you know how, well, you don't know how I feel about Ole Miss is like when they got that great win a week or so ago, something told me that they were going to do something silly and lose to Georgia. It's just that's
something told me to. I wasn't gonna say it because everybody says I bash the SEC, which I really just be having fun with their fans. I don't bash the SEC. It's just Big Ten love. But I knew it too.
It's the truth.
They're they're good enough to still win, but they're kind of like on the same level of Mississippi State to me. They're not a threat to anybody in the SEC like that. They're not the
Yeah.
top 5 teams in the SEC.
Yeah. B. Will, I always tell Malia to her face, shoot the ball. He says that we can get some more scoring from Malia. Yeah. Malia thinks I mean penetrate, drive. I'm not pull up. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about when she's wide open and it's swung around and we're already past 13 o'clock and they gave it to you. Take the shot.
Yeah,
you can
she'll
shoot.
turn it down.
I watch her warm up. She's right. She'll warm up with jazz sometime. They're shooting she's swishing it in. She can shoot.
So then she dropping grenades and people with 6 seconds left. Shoot the ball.
Yeah.
Shoot the ball.
She just gotta slow down, take a breath, slow down. Look how Kara has slowed the game down. Like sometimes you don't even know she's gonna shoot.
And she looks like she's really comfortable out there right now. Like her post up is just patient, like, okay, patient. No help is coming, 2 dribble turnaround.
Yeah.
Pull up is smooth. Everything's really smooth and just fluid with her. I love it. Yeah. And I'm hoping they draft her high too, so she can get with a decent team and stick.
She said, "Oh yeah, in the dub, in the W."
Oh yeah, in the W for sure. Yeah.
Because I was worried, like I didn't know if she was healthy and if she was able to move, But she has the size, she has the patience, she can shoot. I mean, I've seen the range, like gotta be like 23, 4 feet out there.
Yeah, she didn't want to go from the logo the other game.
It was out there.
It was probably about 28 feet. Yeah.
Yeah, it was out there, and it's just dropping like straight in.
Yeah,
it's a beautiful shot. Granted, Georgia didn't play quad 1 or 2 opponents pre-conference, but they are solid, mostly with a little bit of schizophrenia. Georgia, yeah.
And that's what a lot of teams. That's what a lot of teams. You don't know what you're getting from day to day.
That's
why, like, even Michigan, I think we have a strong chance at beating, depending on which Michigan we see. But focusing on Michigan State right now.
Yeah. Well, if you've said enough and you want to talk about Michigan, I don't mind. What did you think about Michigan's game the other night?
It just wasn't good for a lot of teams. It's hard for me to really put too much stock into these, either the holiday games they play around Thanksgiving when they go to all these different islands and whatnot. And then this game with the neutral site and the start time, a lot of people were shooting bad. So it's hard for me to draw a lot from it. But I feel like they get a lot of credit for coming close. They did this last year when they came close to South Carolina. And then all year it was like, watch out for Michigan. I still think they're a year away from being really, really dangerous.
I feel like they're a year away.
Yeah. And they don't
a player away.
And a player, yeah.
A player away.
Like these teams that don't have dominant bigs, I'm just not afraid of. I think Kennedy, Kara, and Jazzy are as good of a backcourt as any team in the country, honestly. It's just those teams that have that really good, strong forecourt that we can't even compete with where it goes south. But we'll worry about UCLA next time we see them. We won't worry about UCLA right now. These 2 teams, we definitely can't compete with inside. So
I would love to. I would love to compete with after we play Michigan State and win. That's my I'm speaking it into existence. I want to think it's something. I think Michigan looks at us like when they were competing against us last year. I think in their heart of hearts they thought they could win it, and I love the way that they competed. The first time at home when I saw them, they didn't have Sila, and then Sila goes to UCLA, and I saw that. And then when I saw them come when it mattered in March in the Big Ten Conference, they were doing everything they possibly could to compete with us.
Well, they're not scared of nobody. So
no,
anybody, not UConn, South Carolina, and definitely not us either. So that's one thing we can worry. Forget about that.
You have to match their intensity all the way down to the fourth quarter. And so that means for like what I would like to see Gottlieb do is do what she did with Jazzy last game, is give her a moment to catch her breath. Give her, take her out the game, especially when you have a nice lead and it's going into 4 minutes at the end of each quarter. Give her a break.
Yeah,
You
for
know,
sure.
give her a break.
Because
Give Kennedy a break. You know, they got to hold it down. They have to hold it down when they're not in, especially if you throw a press. You definitely need to give those girls a chance to hydrate, catch their
yeah,
breath.
because those furious comebacks, we already know they can do that, and then they play their bench a lot, so they get rest. Michigan does.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Michigan,
Voss
Michigan
and
just
Dudley
played
play a lot.
Vandy. They played Vandy, right?
Yep.
The thing that they did well that I knew Hannah wasn't ready for, and I know that uh, what Jacob Collar, Michaela Kobe Blake's is not yet ready for, and this is the
Yeah.
separator with guards like Juju and Blake's, and you know Hannah is the separation is being big and tall and strong and having the ability to handle doubles and triples and quadruples or
Yeah.
triangle defenses on you and face guarding and bump and grind and
Making
Michaela.
those skip passes cross court when you get trapped and there's an open person, but you're not too small to see them.
Yeah, that's our problem right now. Oh, I can't stand that because I be in the game and I be like, I can see them but what I love about London, now that you said it, in the very beginning when they were playing together, I was like, London, they can't see you. And just as I was thinking it, she scooted, like, but they threw it somewhere else too soon. Just give her a second. She was coming into the open space. London
Yeah.
knows to step east to west so that they can see her. But sometimes you just can't see them over to the other side. It's like with Malia, if she goes too flat or she goes too
Right.
much at that angle. But
Just lost
I
some
would say
leads.
just a little tip for Michaela is like work on your pull up, work on your stop and pop, work on your stop and pull up, sweetheart. Work on your mid range. Like she's really good going. I don't know, east to west, of course downhill. But I just feel like okay, when you pull up, don't fade to the left, don't turn sideways, just go straight up. And
Yeah.
Hannah does a good job. She can do it, but I don't think she does it enough. I like I talked about getting past the first and second line of defense. By the time she gets where she's trying to get to the rim, she's already trying to do the scoop shot. She's getting blocked.
Yeah. And that's that hype paranoia because we see Juju get down there comfortably. Madison Booker, she gets there and it's just vertical, stop and pop. You can't stop this shot. But with them, they're worried about getting blocked from behind and whatnot. So it looks a little rushed.
Yeah. I'm not sure. I got to think about what Dana Evans does in situations like that. I'm thinking about someone that height. What do they do? Super well. Georgia Amor was one that if the majority of her shots would have fell, she would have been a superstar. Because she didn't see a shot out there she didn't like. She'll pull it, and
She
she'll pull
creates
it.
a lot of space for her little self. I can't wait to see her next year out there.
I want to see what she's gonna do. I'm so curious. Yeah, she's like, I want to see what she's gonna do. Gottlieb won't do that. We saw it last year with Juju. No, she did. You didn't watch the last game, did you? She gave Jazzy a break. If you go back and look, Jazzy was missing a lot of shots and she was heavily contested, but look at her minutes. She brought her minutes down against Purdue, if I'm not mistaken. So it's something new something that you gotta press through. You gotta know when to do it and it doesn't hurt us. But Ju's in a super great condition. Keith wasn't in bad condition. She played a lot of minutes. She found herself on the bench because she fouls too much.
Who, Kiki?
Kiki. Yeah. When she was on the bench, it's because she was fouling. Otherwise, she would have been out there.
Yeah.
But we obviously, listen, we're not the coach. We're couch potatoes. We don't We don't know what the nutritionist and the trainer and Coach Gottlieb and Jazzy have discussed to know that um, what she plans to do with her in terms of. But we did see that she obviously is cramping a little bit more than Jazzy and Kennedy put together, actually. Um, and when she sat down on the bench when I was at the game, and I gave her the water bottle, she didn't even put it to her mouth.
Yeah.
Like, do we have to babysit her? Then she's walking around. Jazzy, no offense if you're watching. She walks right in front of me. She's got a full bottle. She's holding a big bottle of water, this big, and it's not even. It's after the game, and
She's
it's
not
not even.
hydrating. Yeah.
So something about that, she doesn't like water. Like only reason I would drink water is because I was so doggone thirsty on the court and sweated a lot. So I had to,
Had no
but
choice,
outside of it, I wasn't at home drinking water because we didn't even have water bottles back in the day. So tap water, no. So let's see what they're saying here. There were times when she sat Juju down in the second quarter. Yeah, she sat Juju down. She came back. I think in the second UCLA game, Juju didn't even come back out and start. Actually, she wasn't even on the court. Amar's basketball IQ was off the charts. She's going to give the Mystics what they lost when Slim left. That's right, Brazil. I think that's where I was
hoping
going.
So,
I was thinking her IQ. I was thinking Amar's IQ is different.
Yeah.
Hey, Miss D.
It is, and that's why I like seeing Toni Morgan play under Kenny Brooks because he helped her with that, gave her the confidence of saying, "You go get it. We trust you."
Yes,
I'm looking forward to seeing her out there with Sonya and Kiki next year for sure.
I wonder where Tony's going to go because Toni was somebody that I looked at for the Trojans. But I knew she was a senior, and I was thinking, like, I know we went and got London. Coach G has known London since middle school, so they had a relationship. No, she didn't, Juice. She was on the bench. No, she didn't, Juice. She was on the bench. She was on the bench. What are you referring to when I mentioned Juju? What I was thinking was started in March 1st last year when they played UCLA. They started the third quarter. I said Juju was on the bench. And then you said, no, she didn't. She was on the bench. Not sure what that means. Yes, she was on the bench.
I got confused there too.
Okay. I want to see Amar do well, but I also love Sug. Sug is playing really well and Unrivaled, though.
She is.
Have you seen her?
I'm checking it out.
Yeah, she's been playing well over there. I'm with you, B. Will. Okay, but it doesn't mean that, coming back... Obviously, I'm not going to say obviously. Suge, I thought Suge was, you guys, I thought Suge was the off guard.
You mean the W or?
In the W. Is she a point guard?
Not to me. Not over George
Not to
Amor.
me. I don't remember that.
If
if you're worried about whether or not they're competing for the same position, Amor's definitely a PG. So, yeah, I don't think you need to worry, about them interfering with each other. In that UCLA game, she sat to start. She sat to start the quarter. My bad. Yeah, that's what I said. That means she was sitting. She was getting extra rest. So to say that Coach G doesn't give players rest, I just disagree on that. You got, Jazzy admitted to her mother, and then it was quoted that her and her mother were discussing the fact that she didn't play defense in high school. She didn't have to play it like this. Yeah. So you come into to this level, and we're playing you, and we're asking you to put it out there evenly, because that's the way it is at SC. You're going to play defense and offense. And then I think being out after she came back from USA basketball, getting ill like that, she's still catching up. But I was looking at her. She's looking stronger. Legs are getting toned. They're looking stronger again. And then just being a freshman and playing hard the way that she does. Sitting with someone because they're
playing hard two-way for as many minutes as they are.
Yeah, that was Me answer Be Well. You're right, Be Well. Sitting someone because they're in foul trouble or not shooting well is different from sitting them strategically. Um, but if you go back and listen to what I said, sir, I said that Kiki and Juju are ones that know you're not going to sit strategically.
I just
They
saw a
got the
video with
wristbands.
not to cut you off, with Kennedy talking about the same thing, about how she was begging to get pulled out, and they were like,
She
no,
was.
you got to work through this to get
You got
stronger.
to
Now
work
she's
through
going
it.
through it. Like, you got to.
You got to, yes, exactly. And she was. There were times when she was like, but
Please take me out.
that's what takes you over to greatness.
Yeah.
And also, if you watch her vlogs, and you probably do, she mentioned the difference between what she needed to learn. I mean, they needed to train her on anaerobics and aerobics. See, there's a test about anaerobics. Anaerobics is that quick, fast burst. Stop and go, stop and go. Anaerobics is that long endurance. She was struggling. She needed to get her wind up, is what she was saying. She didn't have that. And I see it so much more now. I don't even see that side, that old Kennedy no more, feeling tired like that. She looks like she's ready to go.
Yeah.
Tony,
I mean, I was surprised. After the second time Jazzy went out with cramps, I was a little surprised they threw her back out there. Like, all right, now. We didn't need the third time to see that she was done for the day. But beyond that, they have to push. They have to push through it.
You got beyond that, you have to
give them
push.
at least that second chance.
Yes, you go back in the back and some pickle juice, bro. Like, I don't know. And if it don't work, if the pickle juice don't work, or your little drips they be telling me that they put in the thing,
like
and
little IVs,
I see, they got a little snack tray behind. I don't know if you guys can see it on TV, but they have a little tray behind the bench. You'll see them put food in their mouth. It's a combination of staying hydrated. It's a combination of what you're eating,
potassium for sure. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they got all that.
I was a calf cramper, so yeah.
I was a cramper when I came from basketball to track. Like, just in the beginning in practice, my calves, I felt this thing rising up. Like, and I took salt tablets. I already knew a long time ago I had to take salt tablets. The doctor gave me, and I never, because I didn't like bananas, tomatoes, any of the things that they were using, pickles. And they would get mad at me because I was a picky eater. And I was like, that's nasty. No, I'm not eating it. So he gave me salt tablets, and then I didn't have a problem. Shook played well with the Mystics last season too. She's a true point guard, and they traded her too. They traded Sook. Sook is not a two or a combo. She's a true point guard. Well, we'll have to see what Washington's going to do. Coming off an injury, I don't think you're just going to start. I think Suge will have that position, and they'll share that position until someone stands out. Anybody beating the Brewers in the Big Ten? Good question, Chicago. Does Iowa or Michigan have a chance? What do you think?
Iowa is the best chance, in my opinion, just because they have that size to compete. UCLA is coming with too much size if you're going in there small. Lauren,
they don't know.
Sienna,
they don't know.
Somebody is going to ball out. So I think Iowa is a good balanced team. And Michigan, obviously, they showed you if they get hot and start doing solid store stuff, then they can beat anybody.
See, we matched them in size last year. We had 6'6", 6'5", 6'4".
Big C. Big C was
we matched them. We had athletic guards and forwards. You know what I mean? So when you say they're big, it didn't really register to me of how big, compared to other teams, but not to us. But
no, to us they weren't. No, we were good.
Not
with
to
Raya, with Big C, and then Juju just flying out of nowhere like she was 6'6". Yeah,
exactly. Kiki, Raya, Big C, and I was pretty much, Kendall, her long arms and reach and athleticism, we weren't afraid of them.
Not at all.
So, do we think there's anybody that could possibly? No, I don't think there. Yeah. I would like to see. I don't think so.
I want to say yeah.
I want to say yes too, and Ohio State somehow, because I believe they're so athletic, was the closest. If Chance Gray shot like she did the other night,
True,
uh,
because
I
they
think
can't
that
stop
they
your
would
line.
win.
Yeah,
So
and
look out
LC
for if Ohio State plays like that,
You're right.
Mike,
You're
and
right. You're
let's
right.
say they're in the finals, I give Ohio State a chance.
I would too. Yeah.
And I hate saying that right now. I don't know what it is about them. I'm just not a believer since Katie Smith. I'm just not a believer. I'm just
Yeah.
not.
Yeah.
It's just not cardio. It's the whole body. Yeah, absolutely. It's everything that a freshman goes through. That plays the amount of minutes that she's playing on both ends of the court. And I believe I'm going to look to see if she does what she did with Jazzy in the Purdue game. But at the same time, Mike and I have to agree with Mike that you got to press through and you got to take care of it. Just like they were on Jew constantly hydrate. There was a Kennedy talks about it. They were like, she's sneaking. She got to take magnesium to sleep, and you got to take. You got to stay hydrated. They get tested all the time. It's on the player.
Yeah.
Being young like that, you're going to learn a lot about your body. It's just not about Ohio State press is good. Yeah. They traded Slim. Yeah, they did. I didn't mind the trade with her because
Me neither.
it
she was going shot attempt crazy. I'm gonna keep it real. I don't.
Yeah.
It wasn't necessary.
It wasn't necessary to do what she was
two youngsters
doing.
killing the way they were. It was like, what are you doing?
And then they gave her opportunity after opportunity to close the games, and we could have just did something else. Like
could have went to Sony. It was a good closer. It was reminiscent of what the Sparks went through the year before. It was like, okay, we got Brink, we got Rakia, and now Lexi Brown started taking 5 more shot attempts than she ever averaged in any season before. It's like, hey, dude, we need you to slow it down. Because we gave away our 2026 pick for Rakia. We need you to feed these players and chill with that.
Exactly. We ain't playing. We ain't splitting nothing with Michigan. Kyrie's like, no, we want both games, Mike.
That's why I want the first one in our back pocket.
Too, Kyrie.
If you get the first one in the back pocket, now you can talk about getting both games, but you can't go in there with a loss.
Not to jump ahead.
Yeah.
Want both games.
We want the first
I
one.
agree.
Now I know they're both coming off a loss, so they're both feeling some kind of way. They don't want to lose again, but look, I throw those 3 games away. The most recent 3 games, I know they're not looking at those games without Kennedy and scouting us. Like, okay, that's they're looking at how we played before that. So if I judge that team, we can definitely play with both teams right now. Honestly,
if those Chicago, when they come to Galen, when UCLA comes to Galen, right? If those girls got any pride, if they learn the level of hate that is needed to play UCLA, I put nothing against Gottlieb in her scheme of things against Corey. What they don't understand is Coach Gottlieb has had and always has had Coach Corey's number. Okay? But you gotta execute. You gotta run the plays, like Kennedy said on the court. Run the goddamn plays. Like, stop going rogue. Like, do what we're supposed to do, basically. And then to let the chips fall where they may.
Right.
All you got to do is not let them rain down us from the 3-point line. I haven't even seen UCLA rain down threes yet. I don't even know what it is that they're doing to beat these teams. Except for, I don't know, height, Kiki.
Oh no, they're putting them in efficiently. They're putting them in Neepkins. Yeah, Neepkins is putting those joints in efficiently, and Hawkins, she's shooting a career high right now. I think like 44% or something crazy.
I'm happy for Gabriella. Sorry. I sat next to her mother at the Vegas Players Era, and we talked the whole game. She just told me, me and her, I got her card and everything. She's a real estate. And she said, I kept saying, Gabby. She's like, no. She doesn't like that. Just call her Gabriella. Yeah. So I got to stop. Like, it comes right out my mouth to call her Gabby. And it's like, I think about her mom. I could hear her in my ear. So, Gabriella, And I said, how
She's
do you
shooting
press her?
46% from the 3-point line right now.
Yeah, let's see if she takes them though. Let's see if she's gonna take them. Yeah, I don't know who guarded her last game. I don't know who. I want to say no, because Kennedy probably was on Kiki. Who was on? See, that's the thing. I don't think I was looking out there. I was like, damn, we do not match well with them. We got to do what we got to do. So they should have beaten Minnesota without Kennedy. Shoot, they should have beat Maryland without Kennedy.
If we're keeping it real, and that's where I'm getting my confidence from. How well they played against Maryland without
me too. I'm getting my confidence more with Maryland than we're sticking to the plan of containing Alucci, who I thought was going to break away. We stopped the transition. We did so many different things that they were in cohesion about, that they looked like the Trojan basketball. Whereas Minnesota, stopping a big like Sophie and the second chances that they were getting, I was just like shocked how they was killing us out there on the boards and second chances.
Yeah, it got rough at the end.
So I don't know, Minnesota. I'm not saying we couldn't beat them. We can, dog. I think any of those teams we could have done, but I don't know that we could have beaten without her. We actually needed Ken Dog's energy, her defense, and her athleticism out there. Like, she wouldn't have backed down. She wouldn't have backed down. B. Will said Lexi Brown Berry played in 2024. I think we were talking.
Earlier in the season.
Yeah, when she was with the Sparks, not Seattle.
Yeah, when she was with the Sparks. No, not with Seattle. They played her a lot earlier in the season. Then it calmed down after I got blocked.
Yeah, they'll do that. A lot of teams do that. B. Will, we lost by one despite them having like 12 more offensive boards and free throws. Damn. Is that the game, Jacob? Because those offensive boards was killing me.
Mm-hmm.
It was like
1 point game. So Kennedy definitely would have made the difference in that one, but it was a lot of things that could have went our way without her.
Yeah, the level of you laugh at me, Will. The level of hate is a real fact. It is a real factor in rivalry games. It is a real factor.
I didn't expect Harvard to play Princeton that tight, because they're not having a great season without Harmony, but it's a rivalry game. You never know what's going to happen. They play Princeton.
You never know what's going to happen in a rivalry game. Someone said earlier, who's Georgia's rivalry? Because who is Georgia's rivalry? Wait.
I'm not entrenched in the SEC like that. Somebody school me.
Yeah, me either. Somebody tell me.
Who is Georgia's rivalry? Are they good enough to have a rivalry? Everybody has a rivalry, I guess. But is it Georgia State?
Because Georgia
definitely LSU or South Carolina or Texas. Who is it?
Rivalry? I'm waiting for Florida to have a sneaky game, by the way. Yeah, listen, if you want to live and die by the threes, UCLA will rain down the threes. We just got to rush them. We have to make them, speed them up, play tougher defense, and just play with a lot of pride. And then let being at home, being away from home, makes a big difference. I mean, they came out with the pyrometrics and the flags and the band and the hoopla, because she invited Stephen A. Like she just wanted all the attention to rattle the girls, and maybe London pressed a bit when she shouldn't have, but it was just out of sync. I think being at home, playing UCLA would be different. But I digress, but going back to, where we are and what's in front of us. And then I just feel like getting momentum where we at right now. Someone said, can we make the Big Ten tournament? So the Big Ten tournament, isn't it the top 8 teams?
Let me see. Let me refresh myself since they added these Pac-12 teams.
Or 6. Like when you play in the tournament, right? You play 3 games.
Well, no, somebody said everybody doesn't play 3. So 15, top 4 get a double bye.
Oh,
I get a single bye.
So it's the top 15?
Mm-hmm.
Well, we're at 12th right now, and I don't think we're going to remain there. So, yes, I do believe we'll make the tournament. That's the goal, the Big Ten tournament.
Yeah, I don't see
17-5
Rutgers, Indiana, or Penn State really
or
coming back.
Northwestern.
Or Northwestern, and really Purdue either. So yeah, we're good as far as getting in. I want to get those
We're gonna
buys
get in. We're
because
just not
we
gonna get a
can't
bye.
we don't want to play 5 games in the
Right.
Big Ten tournament. Don't want to play that many games for sure.
Yeah. We gotta
At least get a single bye.
Nippy
So
says,
5 through 9 get a single bye. I think we can get into that 5 to 9 spot for sure.
so check this out. Nippy says we got to win at least 2 of the next 3 games. So guess what? The next 3 games, if you believe that, Nippy, the next 3 games is Michigan State, Michigan, and then we come home to play Iowa.
Yeah, that one's gonna be a dude.
So you're saying we got to pick our poison here, man. Michigan, like I don't know, like 2 of 3. You know, I'm not saying that we
if we win 2 or 3, turn up. We taking down UCLA at the end of the year. At that point, I'm with us. No, Ohio State,
because you feel in some way you're feeling. It sounds like you're feeling that Michigan and Iowa are the teams where, yeah, I could say that because I was going to say if Schmeichel hadn't got injured, I was going to say Maryland.
Yeah,
but I'm not afraid of Iowa though.
Me either.
I'm just not. I don't know why.
Me either.
I'm not feeling that.
Because they don't really have the guards that can stick with ours athletically. Chit Chat's pretty small. We have small guards too, but after that, Kylie, she's okay. They can't stick with Kennedy and Jazzy. They don't. No,
I don't see that. I don't think Iowa's better than us, but they ranked 10th though.
What
nerve do we have to knock that off?
Yeah.
I mean,
they got the size. They took us down on their home court. We got to repay that favor this year.
Have to.
We were the favorites going into their home court too. We only lost 2 games last season. They beat us. We have to repay that favor.
We have to. I couldn't wait. I remember Reyes out. She wanted to see them again too, but they wasn't good enough. But she wanted to see them. I think we can actually beat Michigan State and Iowa. I agree. I agree, Nippy.
I agree too. The only reason I would say, yeah, we do need to win 2 out of 3 is just for confidence. Like as far as the standings, we don't, because we're going to go through Rutgers, Northwestern, Illinois might be kind of tough. Indiana is not. We should win Wisconsin too. So we'll have a stretch where we're just going like a 4-game streak, I think. But for our confidence and for feeling like, yeah, okay, we're right there with the Ohio States of the world, and possibly UCLA, we need to win 2 of these next 3 too. I agree with that.
Yeah. Yes, absolutely. It'll be, if they can get through this stretch, the rest of the games are going to be games where we're going to be kind of like playing a Purdue type player game. Okay. Yeah. Chicago, we do remember when we lost to Iowa, but without making any excuses, I need you to go and realize we went, our girls are Cali girls, most of them, we don't deal with the snow. There's a few that are from the snow. So we go back east and we played a tough game. Juju and Kennedy fouled out, but we got Maryland. We won. And then I think was in Wisconsin. Then we did the stupidest thing in our schedule. So we fly all the way back to California. We play Minnesota. Then we fly all the way back. And mind you, while we're doing all of this, Iowa has a week off. Brings Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark plays as Juju in practice. They play against a pro player, practice against a pro player. It's her big to-do. We were down in the second quarter. They came back, took the lead, going into halftime, came back third quarter, had the lead. We're going down to the third. We're still in the game, in the lead. I think we go into the fourth. We're still right there. And then poof. We lost. The bigs were sliding through. I kind of think Rhea was not really well. Clarice, I don't know if she played, if she came in the game, but I just remember this high-low game from them that was like killing us, like as if we never seen it before. And we just ran out of gas. Poof. We just ran out of gas. But what ended up happening as moving forward, I don't even remember Iowa in the tournament, in the Big Ten tournament. I don't remember in the tournament. Mm-hmm. So obviously, it's just one of those trap games. It's one of those you're gonna drop one kind of games. It's a lot going on, and I think people got to remember as student athletes. Um, and now you throw in brands, deals, and situation. No excuse, but it's true. It was our first time making that type of travel across the country like that, and then we're carrying a bunch of freshmen with us to do it, and sophomores, and so it was a lot.
It really was. Yeah.
I was proud of them though. I thought we was going to drop a little bit more just because of the travel and the distance, and time zones. I think
That
they pushed
Maryland
it.
game, that
Look,
Maryland game was
look,
hectic for sure.
that Maryland. Remember that Maryland game? I love that Maryland game, but I remember that Maryland game. But I'm trying to think, what time did they play the Iowa? It was a lot. And you say that
That was an
the
earlier
arena
game, wasn't it?
initially.
It was
I
like
think
earlier
they
in the
were
game.
nervous. Nippy was screaming at the TV.
Yeah,
I
that
think
was a
they
12:30 p.m. game. You're right.
remember it was 12:30, so you know what time that is
I,
for us,
you know
right,
how I
guys?
feel about those weird games. Yeah, that's
That's
10:30 in the morning for them.
that's 10:30 in the morning,
Something,
guys.
something close to that. So
I was
it was
I was
fun.
upset how that all played out and got set up. That's early. That is crazy. After just you were back east, you went back home, Minnesota. Not you turned around 2 days, and then you went back, and then you played. Come on, you guys.
Packed crowd. Lucy
The
Olsen went off
crowd,
at 28
they were
points.
stumbling over herself. Juju was stumbling over herself. I was like, wait, hold up.
They
Talk
had
time
28
out.
free throws. I'm just saying. 28 free throws.
I wanted
It
to
was
see a game, not this. What we have. It was crazy. This
a
version of the
trapper.
Trojans, what do you think their ceiling is? What do you think? I'll let you answer first. What do you think their ceiling is?
What I think their true ceiling is, as far as tournament time,
Like the big everything.
a strong Sweet 16 team, if that's what you're asking. I don't see them really getting past that. Now, we snuck our way into the Elite Eight in Juju's freshman year. We might be able to put that off depending on how things pan out in the bracket. So that's the ceiling, absolute ceiling, Elite Eight. I don't really see them going any farther than that. But I think realistically, Sweet 16.
I feel like we're a top 16 team, but unless it's up to them to pull a fast one.
Yeah.
To get to 8 again. And if they got to 8 again, I'm cool with it. I'm proud of them.
That would be a huge win.
That would be a huge win for the program. Gottlieb taking less and making more. Again,
That's what she's used to doing.
Hey Jay, I wish you would have caught the beginning. We're just pre-gaming breakdown of the Michigan State game. Then we rolled into let's try to get a split or obviously win it all. Kyrie said, let's win it all on the road, come back home, play Iowa. But in the next 3 games, we got to win 2 of the 3 games. What if we
had those girls out there with no real coats? Seriously.
If Kara can get it done, then yes, Sweet 16, possibly at 8. Exactly, Nippy. That's where I'm at. What's the ceiling? That's the ceiling. We just told you, Sweet 16, Elite 8, Chicago, straight up. Charlie Cream put out a bracketology, and I saw I think twice now, and I seen the bracket that we're in, and I'm trying to move
down. Last time I saw, we were at 10 on his bracket.
I think the bracket when he had it like, are you going to play in Akron? Are you going to play in Sacramento? Or are you going to play? I think the bracket we had to go through Texas to get out of it. I think Texas fell in our bracket. I was like, damn. Like if we beat whoever it was, and which I think we could, then we would face them to get out of that particular bracket. And I was like, ooh. I don't know what that bracket meant. I don't know if that was a 16 bracket to go to the 8. I don't really know much about brackets, but I'd have to look on the Discord. Well, you can too, and you can see what I'm talking about. But of course, those things are going to change because, like, right now, and some disagree about what I'm saying about parity, but I really do believe in that there's parity across the country because you're seeing, as you can see, you're seeing teams drop that you didn't think would drop. Who would have thought?
And that's go ahead.
It's okay. I'm just gonna say this real quick. Who would have thought Vandy was number 5?
Nobody. I mean, I had them top 8, but not 5. Not 5. And possibly 4 on some people's.
And the only reason they got 5 is because LSU slipped up on them, and lost. Or would have been the other way around. It would have been like there's 6 and 5. But even still, they would be higher than what you just said. But they kept having Oklahoma 8 and 9, 8 and 9. I was like, I don't believe it.
And that's why I feel like we can sneak into the Elite 8, because when you look at everybody who's like 7th, 8th, or 9th, like, dude, we could beat Louisville. We can beat some of these teams that fell out of 8 and 9. TCU.
Iowa State wasn't going to be able to hold it. I didn't believe that Oklahoma was going to be able to hover there.
Yeah.
So
me either.
That's why you and I, Nippy, were saying in that little area there,
they can sneak into that 8. Absolute ceiling.
That's but once we get to that 6, 5, ceiling. That's ceiling.
Yeah.
Okay.
6 and 5, it's like, nah, I don't know about that. But we'll see. Teams do change. Players change, though. You know?
Injuries happen.
Players take leaps at the end of the season, not always at the beginning.
What? Top recruit Joyce is here too. That's decommitted from UCLA and committed to. Damn! The 6'1" center had originally committed. She's a center?
Oh, no. Now UCLA loses one.
Damn, UCLA. Texas. Damn. Okay, Vic cooking. He's cooking. But I still think something's missing with them. I don't care. When we get going, I still think there's some. Listen, you guys, when you guys finally meet Juju, and I feel like some of you will, when you meet her, however it is you're going to meet her, or however you, like, she got this smile, she got this expression, she looks innocent enough, but I'm telling you, the kid got aura. I'm not afraid of nobody on the court, but I can already tell just from talking to her, just from being in her presence, standing next to her, it's like, yeah, you cool and all, but you with the basketball, and then me thinking I can guard anybody with my speed, man, y'all, she's different. She's intimidating. I think, was it you, Mike, that said, Juju, look at Paige last year when she made that shot. She was about to roar in Juju's face. She immediately put her eyes down. She didn't even want to look at Juju's eyes.
No, she did not. She said, "You know what? Never mind.
If I knew how to bring the clip up, I'll show you. Don't look in that kid's eyes. It's like this dark circles, and she's so focused, laser on whatever is in front of her. It's kind of scary, and you don't want to piss her off.
You really don't.
Yeah, look at the Washington game. They pissed her off. She was kind of mad. Like, I seen her expression. I saw what happened. Even to the point where she shoved silent. Like, stop grabbing for the ball, and shoved her off with the other arm. That's old Juju. Like back when she was young Juju. Like, y'all don't want to see that. Chicago said UCLA gonna suck next season. You can look at Juju and tell she's verified. No need to
meet her. Yeah, for sure.
No, straight up, Jay. Wow. You know what? Jay at the game. Jay know. Jay know what I'm talking about. Jay's right there. Jay's the seats over, like I said, center court. Jay know exactly what I'll be talking about. Like, she kind of scary. Texas will be dangerous next year. I agree.
Yeah, they got a hell of a class coming in next year.
So, let's talk about this. I gotta give Dawn props. She stays hella in the mix with whatever she got going on over there. And I always second guessed him. Like, I didn't feel, he dropped off. Okay, he'll be back, guys. He'll be back. That happens sometime. Notice how there hasn't been any major player storyline this year. Everyone was expecting someone to fill Juju's spot. No, let's talk about that. I love that. Yeah, hold on. Okay, so I'm gonna bring let's stay on topic though, okay, Jacob. Don't take me off ask first before make sure
Jacob's coming up. Okay.
Yeah, don't leave. Don't leave.
I'm not.
Leave.
A little lapse.
I thought your link. All right, so Nippy, straight up, I agree with this. Nippy said, notice how there hasn't been any major player storyline this year. Everyone is expecting someone to fill Juju's spot, but it didn't happen. They thought they was going to fill that mess with Hannah. They thought they was going to fill that mess with Sarah. Honestly, there isn't, in my opinion, I haven't seen a breakout game yet from Sarah. I haven't seen a breakout game. Well, Julie, Hannah scored 42-16. I don't care about 42-16 from Adi or her. I want to see that against top teams. And what happened with Hannah playing UConn, I love the way that they was in the game for as long as they was in the game. But I guarantee you that was Gino taking the gas off. Trust and believe that. He's very strategic with that. He knows that he could have stomped us to the earth. But I'm glad he beat them by 40 and not us, thank God. But no, there isn't anybody that's taken, honestly. If there was, I would honestly say, I would say it. I see a lot of like stars. I see a lot of, I like Liv Miguel. There's a name, Guggen or Grogan. I haven't even seen her yet. I see her up there in scoring, but.
Oh, Maggie Dugan.
Yeah, I've never seen her. I don't see her play, but she's up there. I don't see a star. I don't see a Juju Watkins star like that.
It's not one.
There.
It's not
okay.
One.
All right.
And they saw so much last season that she's boring. Hannah's a lot more entertaining than no. Juju.
No, it was Juju. It was Juju. And Hannah's done it twice since I've seen her. But if she would have stomped the UConn team that we're seeing right now, then I would have been like, whoa, Hannah Hill doggo.
Right,
like that.
Right.
So, or how loud seemed they were talking about national player all season because of Juju. Now I hardly hear anyone talking about. They're throwing out so many different names for that, But let me tell you guys something real quick. You know what? I've been waiting for Mondo. I'm going to say it now. I'm going to say it when Mondo comes.
All right.
I love you too, my guy.
And that's why I made that one post saying that LSU was a story, because it's not one singular player that's the story this year. We got to find a team. No one player can step up into those shoes at all.
No.
We'll see next year.
I haven't. I'm waiting. Sarah is magnificent. When Sarah was in LA, she was trying to steal it. She was just a second late. She's trying to make that case for that all around player, and I'm like, you still got to drop a little bit more weight, get a little bit more quicker, and a little bit more stronger. You're not there quite yet, Sarah. But let me talk about AZ Fudd. AZ Fudd, you my girl, because originally I said this kid is gonna be better than Paige Beckers because of Paige's injury and everything. So I was like, AZ Fudd, what she did to Jazzy, how she guarded Jazzy. And then what she did to Hannah, how she guarded and scored on her and rebound and did everything I said she can't do and was driving and finished it. First of all, she got hacked on the way. Hannah grabbed her, then hacked her, and then she banged into the girl at the end.
Little crossover. It was nice.
It was nice, right? Okay. I was like, AJ trying to show everybody, see, I can do these things. And so, but she still isn't, of the magnitude. Blake's was doing her thing until no, she ain't doing it to the level of Juju, bro. No, because she should have never let them the other day get tackled and shut down like that. She just didn't know what to do. She looked discombobulated with the doubles. As a UConn fan, Iowa is no match,
bro.
For us. So you don't think so? Iowa's no match for us.
Apparently, I don't know.
Or we're no match for them. Okay.
Well, I think they're talking about We're no
Hannah
match.
was trying to take those UConn girls out. I know y'all saw the picture. I saw her when she fell on top of the girls. She
Oh
got a
hell no!
yeah, when she fell on top of the poor girl. I was like, damn. Okay, Jacob, welcome. What's your take on our conversation this afternoon? I'll be right back. I'm still here. I just gotta take the camera off. Say, what's your take?
What's going on, Jake?
What's going on, Mike? Well, I want to say first off, happy birthday, Kennedy. But get back to the point. I think we have a good chance. I think we have a good chance against Michigan State and Iowa. Not so sure about Michigan because of that fantastic 4 or 5 that they have on for the sophomores on Michigan. So I don't know about that. And I'm hoping we can shoot consistently from 3 because I know I believe Michigan can shoot good from 3, and I know Iowa can. So I'm just hoping that we can shoot good from 3 because I know our defense can be there, but I'm hoping we can score consistently on offense. That's all I got to say.
Nice.
Are you talking about Michigan State? First off,
Michigan.
You skipped over Michigan State. What are we doing?
Oh no, I said we have a good shot against Michigan State.
What do we need to do?
Play defense and hit shots. I would say I trust Jazzy, Kennedy, Cara. I trust all of them guarding their players.
Okay. And in Michigan, when did you see what is Michigan's average regarding the 3-point percentage compared to ours?
Let me see the percentage. Let's see this.
I'm proud of Blake's. I got, if Blake's, while you're looking for that, I'm just going to answer B. Will. I have no shade against Blake. Blake's is like the only one that is impressing me because I always said, yeah, Blake's in your 50 balls. You're not doing that again. You need to get your team to the top 8, blah, blah, blah. And now that she's rolling at, up there in the 5th spot, here's the thing. Can Blake's, I don't care where you land regular season. I don't care where you land regular season because at the end of the day, where do you land going through this? Can Blake's carry a team through 2 rounds, 32, right? Then you go 16, and then you go 8, and then you go 4. That's a lot going on for Blake's.
Yeah.
So others have to step up. I saw you, Nippy. Yes. Oh, yes. Yeah, you can come up. Be well. Finish, Jacob.
Jew, so I got it. So apparently I was dead wrong. So they're 108th in the country, Michigan at 32.6%. That's 33.
Thank you. I didn't listen. I don't need analytics to tell me. I can damn near tell you off of looking at them that and this is nothing against you. This is like why I just asked you guys to do it sometime or I'll go look because I'm sitting here. If you would have asked me, I'd have said they're shooting 34% in my mind. Like they're not, it ain't happening the way it can happen. Or we think it's gonna happen. It's just not. What kept them in that game was a UCLA transfer, Dudley, in my opinion.
Yeah. She bought out.
She bought out. I was proud of her.
Yeah, me too.
She's been trying to prove a point and try to fit somewhere ever since she came in and almost got that block against Juju from coming from behind. She was trying to guard Juju so hard. She was trying to prove to Corey, put me in, coach, put me in. That Dudley was the most athletic. She didn't realize she was just kind of young, kind of, like I could tell she's like a freshman. And I was like, Dudley want to play. And Dudley left said, I want to go somewhere and play. I put the link in. It's almost a CC situation with her. It's starting to look like no other star, just a great supporting cast. Yeah, Kyrie, but I think that Vanderbilt has stepped up.
I knew you were going to do that.
I think early on, Michaela last year was like running around like doing it all. I think they're comparing CC to and Blake's.
Okay, see, I'm on the mobile chat. I didn't see that one.
Yeah, and so I feel like Blake's Coach Shay is blending her in well and getting others to step up with her. Thank God.
They have a great team.
You forgot that Juju played against Dudley. Yeah, Dudley.
I think she played with Donovan and Kiki in high school. I think she played with Donovan and Kiki. Jaden.
Well, Kiki went to Harvard Westlake. I don't know if Dudley.
No, Kiki Rice.
No, I was talking about.
Oh no, I was replying to
about
Nippy's
Dudley.
comment. I was replying to Kiki Nippy's comment. She played with Kiki Rice.
Who did Dudley?
Yeah.
So she's not from Cali then.
I don't know where she's from, but I know she went to school there.
Well, Kiki's from Washington, I think.
Yeah. She's Maryland.
So, it was something that Mike said. I was laughing at. What was it saying? Yeah, let's see where B Will wants to take this.
Yeah,
welcome to the stage.
I forgot where we were at too, but I did have something I was saying.
You had something, and I cut you off. I'm sorry about that.
No, it's good. It's good.
B Will, welcome. How's your day?
Yeah, what's good? I'm heading home from work.
Okay, let's test that mic out.
Well,
You're kind of.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, there.
You can't hear now.
It was
Is this better?
Yeah, that's better.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I just kind of want to chime in on the whole storyline narrative. I don't want to call it a narrative because I know that it wasn't meant to be a narrative. But so let's
first tell me who you're talking about.
I'm talking about the comment about lack of storylines and the expectation that somebody would take Juju, like step in for Juju, right?
And for me, like you feel like there's someone that has risen to that level, because I don't see it.
I do, and I'm gonna tell you why. So let's just first of all keep it a buck and say that Juju is one of one, right? So there's really not a player like Juju, right? That combines her size, skill, speed, so those are like a lot of that's physical gifting, right? But in terms of a worthy storyline, I think Michaela Blake's is 100% a worthy storyline. Why we haven't seen that storyline become bigger than it is, I don't know. But I feel like Michaela Blake's is definitely doing enough. Where she's got her team at this stage in the season, I think it's definitely worthy of carrying a storyline. Why they aren't doing it, that's a different story. I don't know, but I think she's.
I can tell you why.
Definitely capable.
I can tell you why. I feel that what her escaping past Michigan the way she did, her team did. Her team without her, I should say. But I think her presence on the court and in the meaning of the gravity of what the attention that went to her helped that team win as well. But I think they want her. They're not done watching yet. It needs to be more with her. One more step. And she did the LSU. You know what I mean by that? She did the LSU thing. I think she did the Oklahoma. She needs to do. And I need to see her play Texas and South Carolina. She doesn't have to beat both of them, but if she comes up with one win if she comes up with one win between them and Texas and her Vanderbilt and South Carolina, they damn sure better start pumping up Michaela Blake's, period. If they don't, I'm going to, because you got to stop it, because she deserves it. She would absolutely 1,000% this year got my vote. If she can and carry her team past one of them, I'm going to be like, you better stop playing with Michaela Blake's, period.
So my question.
They did the same thing to Juju, though. They've done it. When Juju was going for freshman of the year, And when she was going for National Player of the Year, they weren't. It was Hannah. Sarah said, and then it was
I
like
remember
Juju, yeah, Juju, Paige. Excuse me, sorry, start off with Paige. So then she shut her down. She has to go and prove herself.
So
Then she
so
goes.
let me clarify. Let me ask a clarifying question, because right now I'm seeing two different conversations. Like, I'm talking, when we talking about storyline, I'm personally talking about a storyline like this. Here is a player to watch. She's doing things
They do.
that are incredible. There's a difference between like following a storyline as the media, following a storyline and publicizing.
There's two different things. There's media,
or again, just getting behind the storyline, and then calling somebody the front runner for Player of the Year. Those two things are
okay. Well, let me say this. Nippy nailed it on the nail, because the reason why she's not getting attention is because, like Nippy said, the branding. She doesn't have a machine behind her. Juju has LA, USC, and Clutch as the top of her natural aura that she brings to the game, and the fact that she's been her since she was 14 years old. Okay, she's had the hype, and she fulfilled the hype. Michaela Blakes came out of nowhere. I never heard of Michaela Blakes. Okay, so she's going to have to take this. She's going to have to build this momentum, and I'm telling you how that's going to look. Now, what happens with branding? What happens with Vanderbilt is not USC. What is USC? As a brand, as a university with 138 national championships, okay? So in general, okay, not the program, not the we haven't won since, what you say, 40 years. I get it. But Vanderbilt is a great academic school, but athletically they are not where we are as USC. So let's take that out of the picture. So I already know why that happened.
You can't take that out of the picture, though.
Well, then all I'm saying is that's why I brought up National Player of the Year, to start giving her that something concrete.
But what I'm saying,
conversation.
What I mean by that is you can't take that out of the picture when we're talking about a storyline. Again, National Player of the Year and storyline, and worthy storyline, something that's interesting, something to get behind if you're a fan. Her storyline is that she came out of nowhere and she did what she did as a freshman last year.
Okay, well, who's going to promote that? What you just said? Who's doing that?
That's what I'm saying. It's the media. The media should get behind it. She doesn't have the marketing. Vandy doesn't have the marketing machine. But in terms of a storyline that's worthy of the mass media pushing, is Michaela Blake. She came out of nowhere. She did what she did. She was second leading scorer last year, second or third, only behind Hannah and Juju, right? As a freshman. And, she did what she did. She won a gold medal with USA basketball.
Yes, it's building.
Most outstanding player. So, it's definitely a storyline that's there, especially in the absence of Juju. And what she's doing this year with her team. She got her team who, like y'all said before, who saw Vandy being ranked top 5 in the.
We know that, we will. We know that, but they cannot jump on this just yet. She has all the makings, to the point where I literally wanted to open my mouth and say, I think Vandy could be a Final Four team. Literally, I just feel like, and Absolutely. From there, I think her hype will follow her till next season. Where it will go this season, I don't know. It's a Cinderella story. I know that. Like she said, Nippy said, it's a Cinderella story. Will have to happen before the media starts pumping her. That's just how these corporations work. And I don't blame them, because they tried to get on the Audie Crooks thing until we realized she can't go east or west. She can't play. You know what?
They tried Audie Crooks bad early.
Audie Crooks, because I really like her. Audie, I'm gonna say this to Audie. Every year she improves in something. What Audie needs, it's not her. It's nothing. It's nobody's fault but Audie. She has to want to play defense. She's getting lost. She's doing things that when I see her move her feet and I actually see her try, oh, She's there. She's hustling. She's getting, but she's not doing it enough.
Yeah.
And that's hurting her team. And it's hurting her. She has to put together both sides. She's got to move her feet. I seen a guy break it down on film. He did a video on it, and he was pointing out segments and clips, examples of being out of place on something that her coach and her team, her staff have to bring her into the film and show her. And her whole team in general doesn't play the correct defense. So it ain't helping her none. So that's where she's lacking. And that's what's killing her vibe. But but Michaela is building that. She's on her way. But if I wouldn't jump on her so quickly yet until we see if this 5th place that she's in holds on.
So let me say this really quick. Because I think Michaela Blake, she was my pick to lead the nation in scoring. She was my pick to be the #1 scorer in the country this year. I think the only reason she's not getting that kind of buzz early because Juju had big games last year. It was we want to see that game versus her and UConn versus her and Notre Dame, which is like the 6th game of the season. With Vanderbilt, we had to wait all the way until LSU before they even played anybody we cared about. I'm just looking at their game log. Nobody cared about Virginia, South Florida, U of Albany, Stonehill, Texas Southern. So then they beat LSU. It was big news for like a day because there were other big games after that. Then they just played Michigan. I think once they get to South Carolina, Ole Miss, Kentucky, Oklahoma, Texas, then Kentucky again.
Yes.
Alabama, Tennessee. They only played 2 of the 12 ranked teams they're going to play. So they'll be big news. There's just so many other big games right now.
See, when she gets to those, Big Will, when she gets to those games, then I'll bring you up and you can go on and on about her. But until I see that, because what I saw against Michigan, they just gave the blueprint to stop her. And I'm not going to go putting her on a pedestal if she's going to have a game like she had against Michigan.
Okay.
Well, everybody.
In her
defense, go ahead.
Juju last year against Ohio State later in the season. I don't know if y'all remember that one, but she was like 25% out there, like 14 points. It was a bad one. So
that's why I want her to drop. I want her to drop one of those. I want her to. That's what I'm saying. I'm not holding her. Don't shut me down. I'm not holding her. I said I don't care about that game. They won.
Yeah.
Her being on the court, they won. The gravity of Michaela Blake's out there, they won. What we're gonna do? Yeah, she was pissed on Nippy. She was pissed that game. Yeah, when they, she can have that. I won't even hold that game to her. But moving forward, all those games that you just named, give me 2 or 3 of them where she goes off. And I'm still going to be on Michaela Blake's. I'm still going to be on her tip. I think you're right. I think she deserves some love, for sure.
I can't wait.
I can't wait either. I want her to take that game and then, like Juju, like Nippy said, hey, Juju had a funky game against a team that was going crazy, probably guarding her or whatever. I don't care about that game.
They got to win.
They got to win.
And her gravity.
I want her to go in against these teams and do her thing against somebody. Shoot, I'll give her one of them, and I'll be like, whoa! I did the same thing. Looked at that game log. Jay, check your DM messages, Jacob. Check your DM. Okay. We saw that. It's up there, Jacob.
They play South Carolina this weekend.
Vandy?
Yeah, it's gonna be tough.
Yeah.
But even if they lose, I want to see can they stop her?
See how she does against Raven. See how she does against that size and side. Yeah.
Yeah. 5'8". She's 5'8". Raven's about 5'8" with a 6'2" wingspan. They might not even need to put her on there. They may have Maddie Maker might guard her. That's another thing. Can she play against a taller player? Don's been doing. That's what I'm tripping off. Don been doing some slick little moves in there. Throwing Maker. I remember somebody on Twitter that always like heckles me. I don't say no names. Was like, I was talking about Maker playing point. Now she's not gonna. Nah. I said, yes, she will. What are you talking about? Like I've been watching her since the summer, when she was playing against Jazz and all of them, and the team in the world, and all the things she does, and I'm like, if anybody can work with this kid to do something and be a unicorn, it's Dawn. So a taller person guarding her, Tessa guarding her, Maddie, Raven, they got a lot of people, different people they can throw at her if she's going to be that impactful.
That's the beautiful thing about them having Galvin this year, because she can get off the ball, and they got a dynamic point guard.
I was just about to say that. Yes, sir.
You like Galvin, B. Will?
Yes, that girl is scrappy. I love it.
Yeah, she needs to help. She needs to help.
You're right. That's probably who Raven will be honest. Is her. We'll see.
You think so? Okay, yeah. Let's see. And even and listen, I'm not saying she has to defeat. They have to defeat South Carolina in order to prove her worth. But I'm saying it will make her case to grab an upset. It just will. Because how many people sat and thought, unless you're a Trojan fan, that we would do what we did to UCLA almost 3 times? Like, because in the Big Ten tournament, we was leading them. Like, I almost got bored out there. It was like, oh, here we go again. We're just gonna da-da-da. And then they came out with that adjustment, and it was like, oh.
You said unless you're a USC fan, so I'll excuse myself from that one. I was about to say I definitely thought we had all 3 of those in the bag, but it's so tough to beat a team at the time. Oh, don't remind me of that last loss. That one still hurts. We had
unless your name LSU. Unless you're LSU in South Carolina. No shade.
Yeah.
Nah, D, you're part of the crew. You're part of the crew. You get it. I think you're a Juju fan, but I think you definitely can look at the Trojans and appreciate much more than
okay, guys.
Just her. So Blake's Jacob, she did a lot of things without scoring to save that game, minus a couple. Yeah, exactly. Right. And you do have to look at that. Like if you're just a person that's going to look at Juju, yes, she is a scorer. She is one of the, the best scorers in the game. But that's not all to her game. Like, if she's not scoring well, if you go back and look at her rebounds, or you look at her blocks or steals or something else, she's affecting the game in some way or another. That she'll never leave the game like empty-handed. I can't really think of a game where, I mean, I know her lowest, her freshman year was 9 and maybe 14 sometime. Like, yeah, but there's other things going on that she's doing. You like Passat? Yes, I like Passat.
Justice Passat, she's good.
I like Passat.
Yeah, she's really good too.
And I kept saying the whole time, B. Will, when I looked at Vandy, you guys, I kept looking at them and I was like, I never knew they had bigs like that. I didn't know that she like.
What?
I never knew they had size.
Vandy is not strictly Blake's or bust. They are not. That's
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. They aren't. They aren't. However, I think this year she, even when Camille was there, what I learned about, it makes a lot of sense now. That Camille was a soccer player. Basketball wasn't her first sport. And so she's fairly new to this whole thing. And it makes a lot of sense sometimes where she's walking and trying to figure it out, like, what's next or where do I go? Like, not making, it's kind of like, I don't know. I thought I was mistakenly saying, what are you doing? Daydreaming? Like, what are you doing? Like, but I get it now. Like, what's happening with her, but tremendous upside, hella athletic, like tremendous upside. Like Olsen, she's primarily a soccer player for Michigan, and she can throw her body around every which way, but she's always moving. She's always active, more so than Camille.
The thing I like about Camille Pierre, and me and W. Brazil were talking about, Vandy is this good now. Imagine if they still had Camille Pierre. The thing I like about Camille Pierre is she don't need the ball to impact the game.
Yeah,
she's still gonna get her double doubles because she's gonna, gonna clean the glass for you. She's gonna end positions, and she's gonna clean the glass and get you enough points, on offensive rebounds and just being scrappy, being in the right place. So that's what I love about her. I still to this day don't know why she left. I don't know.
Well, I don't know. Before Blake's got there, she was really like that girl. But I know her and Blake's was like always on live together, seemed to be, really tight. Nippy asks in the chat, do you guys think Blake's will stay? Yes, I do. Vandy and her coach, it's all about people stay because of their coach. And her and her coach are tight. And Shay speaks highly of Blake's, love Blake's. If now what the question is now, if Gino were to retire and Shay goes back to UConn, would she bring Blake's with her? Yes. But I don't see her jumping in a portal going to go fit on a team to get a championship.
I don't see it either. Ralph is a UConn alumni.
Can I say something? Hold on. So, actually, going to that, so we're gonna stick on the. I'm gonna stick on the topic. I'm gonna pull something up because Michaela actually posted something earlier about that, the type of question. Let me pull it up. So she said, "I believe in my teammates. I believe in my coaching staff and everybody here, and we all have the resources. So why not win here?" That's what she said earlier. That's what she posted earlier.
Yeah,
absolutely.
So that answers the question right there.
I agree with her. Why not win here?
They gave them a great gym last year. Not even just a gym, but their back locker room access or whatever. Crazy when I saw that little walkthrough. I said, I know they're about to get a whole lot of recruits. And then to go back to B. Will's point, I didn't know Sasha Washington was going to be that good when she came in. And that's why they didn't really have that drop off, because she does what I was saying without the ball things that Camille was doing for them last year, offensive rebounds and stuff like that. So I didn't know how good Sasha Washington was going to be for them coming off injury.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, 16 and 15 one game I was watching about 4 or 5 games ago. So, okay. Got some player
16 points and 15 boards?
Yeah. Some of that nature. I can go look it up really quick. But 15 points and 16 boards is what it was.
Same thing. But yeah.
Yeah, same thing. She averaging 10 and 7. So I didn't know she was going to be that much of an impact, 58% from the field. And in my opinion, that's what Michigan don't have. Somebody who can just get you 10 points, 58% from the field, and that's what we're going to be.
Yeah.
But yeah, no.
So Kyrie feels that Blake and Pierre were getting each other's way last year, and obviously the coach didn't know how to play them to use them together. I think that the offense was still running through Pierre, but Michaela made her own things happen with steals and rebounds and deflections. Yeah. She just take off. She was creating her own stuff.
True.
I mean, speaking of this, and I want B. Will to tell me what he thinks. Speaking of getting in each other's way, if you want to know two people that I feel need to sit down and have a conversation, I wonder if Jacob know who I'm going to say.
I have a feeling, but I kind of
want to. Who do you think I'm going to say?
What do you think? All right.
Getting in each other's way. Like somebody needs to defer at time. I've said that a few times.
Are they currently playing right now? Because I have a duo in my head.
They're on the same team right now.
Okay, then shoot. Then I don't. Then I was thinking of Olivia and Hannah, but no. Go on, please.
Yeah, them too. But Zoe and Zam.
God damn it.
Yeah. I can see that.
I agree for sure. I wanted it to work.
Dang it! Can somebody figure it out, right?
No.
Because Wetmore's not a good coach. That's why.
I don't think that he's not a good coach. I don't know.
Overrated, I should say. Overrated.
No, a lot of people say that, but I don't know. I just feel like you can't know what's in somebody. I don't know what was in Zoe's head to take a 3, like when you didn't need that 3. Like, I don't know what that is. Like, it's just basketball, like, knowledge or something. Like Zam is good. Like, Zam be cooking.
Mm-hmm.
Blake's is better, and the coach didn't know how to use them. Oh yeah. Oh, you agree with that? Okay.
No, I was agreeing with what Nip has said.
glad she's old school like that. Talking about
Blake's.
Also,
loyal.
what's it called? Pierre also going back to the one comment where it said like the coach didn't know what to do. I think it's because Pierre also took like a big leap because I think she was like averaging in single digits and then she went to like 20 points per game. So that's like a big jump and nobody was expecting Michaela to average like 23, 24, I think 23 points, I think. So I don't think
I like the way they were pushing each other. I thought like I felt like I don't really know them, but I felt like, yeah, Pierre, do your thing. But I'm right here too, and I'm gonna push. And if you're trying to outscore me, then you go. It's gonna make you better. Now you go higher, then I'll go higher. But whatever Pierre was doing, Blaze kept doing better. Like she was just.
And I've seen them supporting each other on social media. After they parted ways. So I don't know if
I don't think that's the issue. I don't think Michaela was.
I didn't see them in each other's way. Because like for me, like if you Camille Pierre and you and Blake's were in each other's way, like why would you go to freaking Maryland where they got Smichael, where everybody clearly knows she's gonna be the focal point of the offense.
Maryland.
Like,
she's at North Carolina State. Pierre.
I'm sorry. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Okay.
I was hoping she would come to the Trojans actually, but
I thought it was something up, and this rumor going around, and I don't know how true it is, so I won't even mention it. But the fact that it was so late in the portal that she entered or was announced that she signed, I think it was something up.
I don't know why.
It was really late. It was after the whole portal was pretty much over with. Like, oh, huh?
I don't know.
It's like she got let go.
The negotiation didn't go right.
She didn't walk away. I felt like she got kicked off the team, like in a way.
Think so?
Really?
Like, if you stop showing up at the banquets, you stop going to class, you stop doing this, you stop doing that. It's like you giving the coach no choice.
Yeah.
Like something wasn't right. We'll never know. Hey, Thomas Hill.
Did anybody mention the fact that they're playing UConn in the home and home?
Next year? Yeah. Nobody mentioned it, but I knew about it.
Dandy and Dandy is playing UConn and LSU is playing UConn. UConn is asking for smoke.
They are.
Apparently USC is rumored to be in that next year, allegedly.
In the little tournament that he's trying to put together?
No, you talking about the Gamecocks are too.
Us.
Oh,
us. Apparently.
You kind of need to get some competition on their schedule. Have y'all looked at their schedule?
Their conference has always been like
good.
They've always added. They put us. They played Notre Dame and they played South Carolina. So I thought, their non-conference was kind of like enough, like when they did that, but not enough when it came to power rankings or something like that.
That's what I mean. Like they don't have. I think they play one ranked team the rest of the way.
Yeah. Zam is a little younger, a year younger than Zoe, so it's probably being loyal to to that. And sometimes Zam, you got to watch her minutes. She'll get in a little foul trouble. She'll get in a little bit, press.
Last season, she didn't have the endurance at all.
Yeah, she didn't.
She would get gassed really quick too. After like 4 or 5 good plays, like, come on, Sam. I can see the fatigue on that last decision you just made, but she's doing better this year, I'm sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
Is Zoe? I thought Zoe was.
Zoe is like a junior. She's in the class of 2027. They told me, and then Zam is like right behind. Mm-hmm. Same thing, like. Oh, go ahead, Bill.
No, I just thought Zoe and Maddie Mouse from South Carolina. I thought they were the same year.
No,
they played together.
I don't think they are. I don't remember Zam being in Juju's class at all. She's younger.
No, not Zam. No.
Oh,
Zoe is in class of 2027.
I thought Zoe and I know Zoe.
Oh, you thought that they're the same age.
Maddie McDaniel. Maddie McDaniel played together in high school. I thought they were classmates. I thought they were same.
No, remember you told me, and others have told me, the reason Hannah was getting ate up is because Zoe and her played against each other. Like Zoe and her used to go at it in high school.
Was it Zoe?
Or AAU? Sorry.
Was it? So, oh man, I'm all confused today. I think it is Zoe and
Zoe is. I'm gonna look her up. She's a junior right now.
yeah. I'm sorry, I am confusing it. Jesus, I don't know, man. My head,
It's all
my
right.
fact sheet is all messed up today.
Yeah, it's all good.
I just remember some things that you say sometimes, so that's why I be knowing. Like,
No, you're right. I mixed it up. Yeah.
and that's how and then I remember when I used to be on Sex Talk Sports, she really, really liked Zam, and she would always say, "Play Zam, play Zam," and Zam was a freshman.
Damn,
And we was trying to
John.
get Zam in the game. We're trying to get Zam in the game. Zam. And I was like, so competition or not, they're the real deal. Sarah Strong is the truth. Sarah Strong is the truth. So it was Zoe. LSU wins the championship. Zoe was giving Hannah the works. She was last year. She gave her the work. She
really
had that
was.
kid frustrated. She had that kid frustrated, y'all. Yeah, LSU. And then another team that needs to step up and show me what they got is LSU. Like, I want to see LSU play to the level that we all think they can play. And then I would say they haven't played Texas yet, right?
Yeah, it beat Texas.
Yeah, they beat Texas. Yeah.
They beat Texas, right?
Texas.
So
Yeah, they
now-
still have one more with them though.
And they got one more with them. And then they need to go. The big game is on. I thought the big game of LSU. Oh no, February 14th. My bad. I should know that.
Yeah.
The big. Yeah.
On
Yeah.
the 14th. On that day, baby.
I want a clean game, no fights to stop this game. I don't want to hear it. Can we get through the game, please, so we can see once and for all what's up with LSU? Are you who you think you are? Oh, then they play February. Oh, they played Texas again on February 5th.
Mm-hmm.
That
Yeah.
soon before they even.
Yeah.
They played them before they even played South Carolina.
Listen, I'm
Hey, James, going crazy. Welcome. Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
I have to give LSU credit for bouncing back the way they have.
Take over, Mike. I'll be right back.
Yeah. I have to give LSU credit for
Come on.
bouncing back the way they have.
Yeah.
So I got to give them credit for that. But I do want to. I need to see them continue on this trajectory.
I mean, they got a smooth stretch coming up too. Texas, A&M, Florida, then Arkansas. They got a lot of scrimmages before they play Texas. I know SEC teams are tough. Liv McGill, she's no joke, but still, they should be able to pull all those out. Then Alabama, they should be able to get that one too. So they got a nice little smooth stretch going on. Then it gets ugly.
But for me, if they happen to lose to Texas, it's not, to me, that's not an indictment.
No, not at all. Splitting with Texas is good.
It's okay. It's fine. Same thing with South Carolina. If they happen to lose to South Carolina, does that make them a trash team? No. Does that mean that they, aren't capable of making it to the Final Four and maybe beyond? Nope. It sure doesn't. So we'll see.
Yeah, you want to win the ones that you're supposed to win, like Ole Miss, Missouri, Tennessee. Win those. The Texas, South Carolina ones. Listen, you want to win the one that actually counts, because we beat UCLA twice, and I would much rather win the one in March, whether it's the Big Ten tournament or the real tournament. I'd much rather win those in the regular season games anyway.
Any day. Yep. Just like South Carolina did Texas.
For sure.
And be Will.
Yo.
I have a question for you. Let me ask you this question. Somebody said this to me yesterday, and a few days ago, and I crashed out. Do you think Vandy could beat UCLA by 30?
By 30? No.
Okay, thank you.
It's hard to beat any team by. It's hard to beat any ranked team by 30. Come on.
I mean, we just saw UCLA do it to Maryland.
Yeah, but you know, again, so back to that. When you see it's hard to beat UCLA, and they're gonna run up the score on you when their threes are dropping. When
Yeah.
if they just have an average night shooting threes, then they're very beatable. Just like when they beat South Carolina last year. I mean, they couldn't miss from three. That's not the only reason they won, but that was a big factor. But when they're shooting their average from three, they're beatable. And they ain't about to blow nobody out. Not a real team, you know. But
I
sometimes
don't know, man. That's one thing about UCLA. His size gonna show up no matter what, every single game. So like when the three is not falling, they can kind of fall back on that side.
What do you think the strength of UCLA is?
Their versatility.
Yeah.
What's UCLA's strength, you guys?
Balance, in my opinion.
They're balanced.
Yeah.
They have like
They're
double-digit
balanced.
double-digit scorers, and their whole entire starting lineup are double-digit scorers. Man.
Not
And
only
they're
double digit
experienced
scores,
together.
seniors. Yeah, there you go.
Seniors, they're experienced in their core together. And if they channel that energy into like, this is our last year, we have to do it. And we have to be like veteran experience. We have to be dialed in, focused, disciplined, control the pace of game, use our height to our advantage. Don't let people, because what they will take off on you towards the end. You better play a solid game. One thing about UConn that surprised me when they're not doing it, which is very rare, and I'll say this and I'll say it, this is the best team he's had in years. This is the best team he has had, looking team he's had. They are so disciplined. They are so, when I saw them, and I told you, let me see them in person and I'll be honest and I'll give you guys a real take. They swallow up the damn court. Okay. They swallow up the court. The way that they spread out, and they can spread on offense and they can move the ball, and the way that they are on a string together. It's weird. It's not like they're like super, they just look beatable, but they aren't beatable. You guys, they are that like dialed into one another. And I kept telling you, I said, KK is going to give Hannah a run for her money. And it wasn't even just KK. It was AZ was giving Hannah hell.
Yeah, it was them too.
It was, they have something to prove. And if anybody can go undefeated, if they're going to drop a game, they better hurry up and do it, or else this is an undefeated season.
They're not going to do it this season. In the regular season, at least.
Yeah, I don't see Tennessee getting that win.
No, I don't.
It's definitely no in the Big East.
Big
So
East
then, if they lose after the conference tournament,
they're done.
Get into March Madness, where do you see them? And at what point do you see them losing? Because they're going to have the overall easy bracket. So who's going to beat them? Who is it? South Carolina? Is it LSU? Is it like what kind of a lineup? I just feel like they can't. And listen, it's not that they're not beatable to me. Like I just feel, but it's just something about them that they don't make a lot of mistakes. It's just weird. Like you can't come in there willy-nilly. I'm gonna tell you that right now. They're gonna take advantage of your mistakes. And then he has
the only team that stands a chance. I don't want to say because I don't like them.
Who you think got a chance?
I know who it is.
That's the only team that has a chance.
It's UCLA.
Like the best version of UCLA. They have it
the best version of UCLA.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because I'm serious. Like with Hawkins and Ninkins, as bookmarkers, with Kiki right here, with Betts, and then Dukelich.
Yes.
And then, of course, Charlize will come in.
Yeah.
Sienna
don't
Betts
for-
will come in. Like,
And
they
don't
gotta.
forget, Tamia Gardner is out.
I don't know, and I don't know what to say about that right now. I can't say that she's gonna come right on in and flow.
Yeah, I wouldn't put too much stock
Yep.
in it.
Okay.
Just
So
because
if I can say my best 5, my best 6, my best 7, how deep can they go? Because I think UConn goes Heckle, Blanca Quinones.
About 8.
Who comes off the bench?
It's about 8.
It's about 8, but I can't. Who's the third? So
For
if it's not 8,
it's usually Blanca, K9, and then Z-Bell comes in a little bit. Who else plays? Jana, when they want to go big, Jana Alfia come in.
I haven't even seen her.
She's been injured, so
Yeah, they don't really use her much.
yeah, regardless.
This is another girl. It's somebody else.
This might be my bias, but I think South Carolina, by the time they play, I think South Carolina can beat them.
Okay. I mean, it's
That's
okay. South
The
Carolina.
big thing is, like, for any team that's gonna, yeah, I think they can beat them. I think by the time they play, I think they'll be where they need to be in order to get a win over UConn.
Right.
I think they will.
Right.
The thing
And I think
with
when
UConn,
they play each other,
you can't go into UConn and thinking.
Well, they'll be playing on a neutral court, right? So they'll play on a neutral court. But the difference is going to come down to, and I know you guys, I don't know what you guys think about what I'm going to say. The difference between those two is going to come down to coaching. And between Gino and
Dawn.
and he's shown me some trickery lately. Like, he ain't even showed all his stuff. He's done some things that I didn't even know that they do. I mean, maybe because I saw him in person, and I haven't seen it again, where he had Quinones at the front of the press on us, and then it was like a 1. It looked like a 1-2-2-1 press, and it was annoying. It was like, oh my god. And then they just zero in on you. And when they zero in on you, like, they're coming at you, and it's like, you don't know it until you're in it, the storm. He's coming at you with a triangle defense. Like, it's like, it closes. It's just crazy. And then I'm just sick of them. Like, I'm sick of him. He's just, I don't know what he's doing out there, but he's going to have something. Because I was about to say, you know what? Their guards aren't that good. Blah blah. And then KK is like, no, you're gonna respect me. I am a dog. Yeah, she's stepping it up. I can't handle the ball because if you remember her freshman year, she was the point guard because of the injuries. So she got that on her belt. Then she deferred to Chin, which was with no gripe. She didn't get in the portal like some people would do. You just wait your turn. Calm down, kiddos.
God damn, Jim.
I just be like, why do you do that? Like, shout out to K9. She had a good game. She actually, I saw her coaching her up. Just telling her to relax, like we did. Like, when you're out there on the open on the 3 and you get it, take your time. You don't have to catch and shoot. Just, you were wide open. Nobody's charging at you. Put the ball in. You know how to make that shot. And she had a great game with us when she played against them. And I think he saw that and wanted to help develop that. Her confidence is what she needs. And her confidence. But she's got to know what she can and cannot do. There's things that she shouldn't be doing, like, kind of like our guards do. They go too deep in the paint, like, and don't know what to do. Chill out on that.
Yeah.
Look at the Michigan game. They have a dogfight with Michigan. Don't let Baby Betts have a breakout game. I know I'm waiting for her to have a breakout game too. I am. Yeah, and they do have a super senior. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting, but I'll tell you what, if UConn and Carolina end up in the finals and Carolina gets blown out, I'm done. I'm so done. I'm just gonna chalk it up to Geno's the man. Like, that's just ridiculous.
They're not gonna get blown out this time. The thing with UConn, you can't think they're gonna beat you one way. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You can't go in there thinking they got one way to beat you. You gotta be ready for everything. I think Dawn probably learned her lesson.
Mm-hmm.
I don't not that she didn't realize that before or know that before, but I think this year, I think they're better defensively this year, South Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
I'm not overly concerned about that. Like when we actually play them, it's gonna be a tough game for us to win. But I definitely have confidence that we will.
I think in that game I want to see Okot, Joyce, obviously, Tessa, Raven for sure. That's when it gets kind of tricky when I'm thinking about South Carolina against UConn. And that's when it gets a little tricky because you got a lot of people that she comes in with, like Maddie, or she'll come in with Agot, or she'll come in. I mean, she's got options on the bench, and I just hope and I hate leaving Tanaya Latson out. Why am I doing that?
Because they leave her out. It's easy to forget how good she is sometimes.
Yeah, it is easy to forget how good she is, and she's, I don't know what she's just coming after Andrew. Let me just see. I want to see who's going to have their track shoes on with Vandy. And I think if Vandy starts off in the first quarter, second quarter, and they're close to South Carolina, y'all better put your seatbelts on. Because Shay is a product of Gino. And I wouldn't be surprised if they share notes. I just wouldn't. Because I know Tara.
That's why I'm looking forward to that game that they play next year. Because I'm like, let's see if the pupil can beat the student in this.
Yeah, that's exactly, yes. Because Tara helped, Tara and Gottlieb, and I don't think it was Corey. It was somebody else. They had a group chat. They talked. and I still think Muffin McGraw be helping Nell Ivy too. I do. Because they're like, how did you stay so close? And then you obviously ran out of gas because you got 6 players you played.
Yeah,
but they was like down by 9.
And that might be UConn's one downfall, as we sat there and struggled to think about players that they play off the bench. They really don't play any until the game is over with. Z-Bell and Blanca. Those are the only 2 that really come in. Everybody else is like once the game is over. So I just scroll through the little games and like, okay, and all their tight games, nobody else plays except for these 7. They can get beat that way.
But I always believe you just need 7, 8 strong. But
that's all you really need.
That's all you really need. But how are you going to force them? They're in such tip-top condition. I'm just trying to figure out, I don't think I've ever seen them tired. Sarah has sat a lot. When Sarah's been sitting, who comes in for her?
Probably Blanca.
She comes in for Sarah Williams early in the first quarter. Sarah Williams
plays
comes
a
out
center?
like 4 or 5 minutes. Yeah, they bring her in basically and to go with her and Strong.
Oh, then Sarah becomes a center.
Yeah.
Or no, it doesn't matter. No,
either one, because they're so long and positionless. Yeah.
Okay. So Sarah Strong is. So my thing is, who's gonna stop Sarah Strong? Herself? If they play South Carolina? Yeah. I want to see if Tennessee runs them. How are they gonna run? Or what are you gonna? How are they gonna handle substitution? Like how is Gino gonna adjust to that?
Yeah, he might have to go deeper into that lineup and get him some more minutes.
Keonis.
Not when it's over with.
Oh, Joyce will cover. Keonis. Notre Dame is a really good team for real. They just need it. Well, so that might. So as far as Coach Ivy might not be here next year. Blah 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 blah.
She's gonna be here next year.
It's like if she hadn't come in with some pretty top recruit, pretty good recruiting class, I would be thinking the same thing. But at some point she's got to get Hannah out of the Sweet 16. She got to do Hannah justice.
She's not getting out of the Sweet 16 this year. We all know
I'm
that.
trying to look ahead to next season. Obviously, I can't.
Well,
to the
next
transfer
season.
portal,
Next season, maybe.
Damn.
No, damn.
I don't know. It's not looking that good. Everybody's gonna
come
have
on.
experienced teams. Like they got a good class coming in, but everybody's gonna have experience.
Yeah, but they're gonna be young.
Yeah.
Mike.
Yeah.
What's it called? Gino's not taking this season seriously. The man literally hopped into the press conference like after the game with a box of pizza.
A box of pizza, yeah, man. He's chilling right now.
He's not taking it seriously.
Literally.
He's so chill because I've never seen a man on the sideline. He just watches. He gives some adjustments, whatever. But he's just really like barely has to. Even in the thick of things, he's not nervous.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he knows he's going to blow him out by 40.
I just realized how fast the season went by. My goodness. Hey, you know me. I'm counting. I'm with my girls on Twitter. I'm counting the months.
Oh hell! I'm not doing that. I'm just.
They told me it was 10 months a little while ago. So I'm like, we're getting close to 9 months. I'm counting like we're about to have this baby, dog. Like we're about to have a child over at USC. I just can't wait because it's like everybody gonna have their take. Yeah. And of course, like anything else, we have to prove ourselves. I get it.
Right. Yeah.
But it's honest. Makes a lot of sense. But it's gonna be exciting to see the progress, see the build. They're gonna be super excited to be together, and they are something else on the bench. Like they're crazy. You got to see them. They ready to go. They chomping it. When Kennedy was injured, right? I knew she was gonna play the Purdue game when she jumped up and kicked her leg up in the air. I was like, "Girl, ain't nothing wrong with you. Your vacation is over."
Yeah, it's over with. We were saying the same thing.
Mike, remember when we were watching the Maryland game together and we were looking at the bench the entire time and we were saying, "These motherfuckers are not injured."
Yeah, get in there. Get in there. It's way too lively down there. No, yeah, I agree. I'm just hoping because we finally heard like our first 2027 player signed with Iowa. I'm hoping we hear some good news soon for USC. Like, let's get those recruits in early.
Yeah, let's see. For a lot of people, let's see what's gonna happen in terms of everybody getting what they're like with South Carolina. I'm feeling 100% that Chloe will be there. Will be healthy and ready to go. I seen her like shooting around. She looked good. I don't know how I feel about an Ashlyn Watkins per se coming back. Is there anybody else that I'm looking forward to? Let's get
God damn.
Gerda and Kai out and find a real thing. We might be.
Hey, send them to South Carolina. Send them to South Carolina. They'll be well.
No, we ain't sending them. No, we're not giving people pieces no more.
Gerda? Send her. We don't want her. Send her.
Watch when Gerda has a breakout game. Then he's gonna be like, "Well, Ju, okay."
I want a consistency. I don't want one game and then she's ass like for the rest of them. I want consistency.
Yeah, I hear you. Kai got to get stronger.
Mike, what?
He said they can have him.
Let's switching the vibes up, man. Let's do a little dance because you kicking pokes off the team.
Oh my gosh. I apologize to USC fans, USC kiddos, if you're watching, like you're really watching my show. But if you are, they don't mean it. They mean it, but they don't mean it. Just get better. Just improve.
Not they.
Anytime I'm on this show, it's gonna be a party because I'm always trolling and doing something I'm not supposed to be doing.
Yeah, I'm trolling other teams.
Trolling? I know I ain't gonna troll my team. I can't do that to my team at all. So yeah, there's so much more basketball to go, guys. There's so much basketball to go, and we're about to get into the thick of things with SEC, and we're going to get into the thick of things as well as well as in the Big Ten. And we've seen a lot going on with ACC, Big 12. I'm not sure what to say. Oh, by the way, so this is a team you guys have not mentioned at all that I'm really fond of, more than I've ever have for years, except for years ago, is Louisville.
Yeah.
Louisville. I don't know what he got coming in next year, but let's just say this year, they could be a spoiler somewhere. Too.
Kyrie, you're funny, dude.
Not even without Tulip, Gerda ain't safe for the heat. Yeah, not even without Tulip, because if Tulip was here, it'd be worse. Like, golly, I gotta have a Discord meeting with y'all, man. Like, goodness gracious. Yeah. All right. So, thank you guys for coming up. I don't want to take too much longer because I think that people will stop watching as when they do the playback. I appreciate those of you guys who come in and you do listen. Be well. Thank you for coming up, Mike. As always, we will continue to co-host and do this. And Jacob, I'm glad you took a moment from your studies to drop in.
I don't study that. It's next week. I don't.
Oh, next week. Next week. That's right. So you're still good. You're still good to go. So I will be up for the game because they're on the road. Obviously, it's not home. So we'll tune in and we'll see we'll test our hypothesis against the Michigan State game, and then we'll talk about it afterward. How about that, guys? And I'm gonna go watch. What am I watching right now?
Nebraska, Wisconsin's coming on next.
Yeah.
Okay. That's a team. We played Nebraska. We haven't played Wisconsin. Anybody else worth that I need to look at?
Penn State, Washington, UCLA, Purdue, Texas Tech, and BYU, UCF, Baylor. Not really.
Texas Tech won. Okay. Well, we know the teams that are ranked in that we want to make sure. Keep an eye out for. This is the thing. Keeping an eye out for these upset alerts. They're nuts. It's crazy to me. So yeah. So yeah, and then I'll be back tomorrow. Hopefully you guys will join. All right, I'll send you the link. Jacob, send me your YouTube. Remember, we tried this before. If not, you have to come in through the chat. Will, come on up if you'd like. Because I don't think. Well, South Carolina might be playing tomorrow, huh?
I don't see them. Tomorrow, you said tomorrow. Yeah.
Yeah, they're probably playing. Nippy, thank you for taking a break. I haven't heard or seen you in so long. Yes, I haven't forgot about the script. My brain is just haven't been able to absorb to that level yet. A lot going on. But I wish you all the best and for the rest of the evening. Talk to you soon. Good to see everybody. Take care.
Happy birthday, Ken Dog.
Happy birthday, Ken Dog.
Happy birthday, Kennedy.
All right, see y'all tomorrow.
All right. Peace.